I have been procrastinating on a lot of important projects in Allantia because they're not as glamorous as building districts. And they're definitely holding the city back from expanding further, so I've decided to solve them all in one video. Let's do it. Priority number 1 is getting the tram system up and running. Honestly, I should have done this weeks ago. I don't have an excuse for this other than it's just a bunch of fiddly work that I didn't feel like doing at the time. In addition to reducing traffic a tiny bit, this will also increase happiness among Sims that live within the radius of a tram stop, which is absolutely essential, especially in places like House of the Crystal Towers, where I want all of the residential buildings to level up to 5. Priority 2 is streamlining garbage logistics, which I can only start doing right now, placing these collection centers. I have to wait for my open-top landfills to clear out before I can finish that up. Priority 3 is this interchange, which is becoming problematic given its proximity to my industrial district. Traffic near industrial zones is notoriously bad. As with all of my districts, I want to solve the traffic problem without eliminating the very specific fingerprint of my city, so I'm going to resist turning it into a grid and try to retain some of the quirks of this interchange, especially on the north side of the freeway where it meets the neighborhood above. I'm starting by consolidating the intersections here on the south side of the freeway. There were 3. There didn't need to be 3. There only needs to be 1. The fewer traffic lights, the better. On the north side of the highway, again, I don't want to fiddle with the fingerprint of the city too much, and so I'm adding this bypass to keep industrial traffic from interfering with the city's intersections too much. Priority number 17, or whatever we're on now, is a cargo train station, and this will be the biggest traffic reducer. This will mitigate the need for trucks to drive to the edge of the map to export goods, which means fewer trucks getting on the freeway, which means less traffic on the roads, and so on and so on. Also really important is building a bypass track so that trains can roll past the station even if there's a train stopped in the station. I think a lot of people forget that. Checking on my landfills, not empty yet. Checking on my tram line. Given the size of this line, it's taking a long time for the trams to get situated and fall into their little rhythm, and they haven't quite got there yet. Returning to my industrial district, I'm just going to add a little bit of extra connectivity and some one-way roads just to ease the transition between my large feeder road and the smaller roads that run between the buildings. In addition, even though I resist it just because it slows my game down, I am turning on advanced vehicle AI, and that'll basically solve all of our traffic problems in the industrial district for now. I'm sure we'll figure out a way to get it all snarled up again in the future. Now that one landfill is out of the way, and the other one will be shortly, I can finally simplify what I presume will become another industrial district here on the south side of the highway. There we go, it's finally empty. It can go away now. This interchange is going to need an upgrade, very similar in most respects to the one that I put in the industrial district. It occurred to me that I should look up freeway on and off ramps to come up with something a little bit more unique. But ultimately, I think this kind of half-trumpet interchange is efficient and compact, which is important when we don't have a whole heap of space. And such is the case on Allantia. And my last little project is kind of finishing this corner on the west side of the House of Restless Wind. It needed something, and I wasn't quite sure what for a long time, and now it has something, and there's a little extra space left over for a commercial district or something, I don't know. But this just kind of put a cap or a bookend on the district, when before it seemed like it kind of faded out into nothing, which I didn't like. And that's that. I've finished my chores. I think my next district is going to be something really special. I have a really great idea, and I can't wait to start working on it. I'll see you soon.